Serving in tennis is a simple but technical process that has a decisive influence on a player's ability to score during matches. Every champion has mastered the art of tennis service. They use it as a weapon to ground their opponent or to set up points in their favor. With the incorrect technique, a player's serve is more of a burden than an advantage, as double faults lead to slower matches and forfeited points. So it is crucial to master the technique and to perfect your body coordination for the best results. Are you wondering how to improve your serving skills? In today's video, we share 10 easy tips and techniques to master the art of a killer serve. Let's begin. Tip 1. Master your stance. To have a proper tennis serve stance, position your front foot towards the right net post for right-handers, and keep your back foot parallel to the baseline. Make sure that the toes of the back foot are roughly aligned with the heel of the front foot to maintain stability in all directions while executing your serve. Remember that this stance can be adjusted depending on the direction of your serve. If you're a beginner, it's best to start learning the serve from the ad side. This is because the direction of your swing path and ball flight is less different, making it easier to master the serve in the early stages of learning. Now, the two types of stances on the serve include the pinpoint stance and the platform stance. With the platform serve stance, you keep your feet in the same position during your entire service motion. All you have to do is bend your knees, tilt your body, and push upward into the serve. On the other hand, the pinpoint serve stance starts with a platform stance, but as you toss the ball up, you bring your back foot closer to the front foot. This helps you generate more power and momentum before pushing upward toward the ball. Tip 2. Grip your racket properly. Just as you won't find a soldier handling his weapon inappropriately, you also can't afford to hold your tennis racket the wrong way. The way you grip your racket dictates how effective the serve will be. That's why the grip is an essential part of the serve to get right first. Continental grip is a commonly selected tennis serve grip. It is also called the hammer or chopper grip. The easiest and most efficient way to master this position is to grab the racket like a hammer and hold the racket with its edge perpendicular to the ground. Then place your left index finger in the valley between the thumb and index finger of your right hand, right next to the thumb bone. Now, check where your left index finger is pointing at the racket handle. It should point to the upper left edge of the racket handle. Continental grip gives you the right flexibility that you need to get the right spin for your game. It is best suited for slice and overhead serves. Using this technique, you can easily pick up shots, play low balls, and throw in some underspin and side spin shots. The way you hold your racket should give you maximum comfort and control when you swing the racket to contact the ball later. The grip, therefore, determines much about the final serve that you make and its effectiveness, so practice this carefully. Tip 3. Perfect your serving toss. For the purposes of this video, we're discussing overhead serves. Obviously, Nick Kyrgios and others are happy to serve underarm when the mood takes them, which is perfectly legal. But today we're only addressing overhead serves. A good distance to throw the ball above your head is around half a meter, as you are more likely to hit the ball with less temporal precision if you throw it up higher than an arm's length distance. You need the racket to contact the ball. The direction of a throw may not be in a vertical direction, but in a diagonal one to the right or left, depending on your dominant arm. This puts the ball in a comfortable position where your dominant arm can hit the ball. Both a high and low throw have their advantages when it comes to catching opponents off guard. However, beginners should focus primarily on having a consistently successful serve. A common mistake made by players is to throw the ball with their palms instead of their fingertips. You should hold the tennis ball with your fingers in a pincer-like grip. Then, all your fingers should lose contact with the ball at the exact moment the ball is released. Tip 4. Use your non-dominant hand. One of the most important aspects to consider in order to perfect your tennis serve technique is to use your non-dominant hand. This may not seem conventional, but it's actually one of the most effective techniques to improve your serve. By using your non-dominant hand, you are forced to use your less developed muscles, resulting in a more rounded serve. In addition, using your non-dominant hand will help you develop a wider range of motion, resulting in a more powerful serve. Tip 5. Practice your ball toss. The ball throw is one of the golden keys to developing a killer serve. To master the art of tennis serve, you need to practice your serve and ball throw regularly. The more you practice serving, the better you will get at it. The great thing about practicing ball throwing is that you don't even need to have a racket in hand to do it. Just make sure that the ball lands right in front of your body when it falls. Also, pay close attention to the height of your throw. It should neither be too high nor too low. You need to develop a sense of the correct throwing height. However, a good indication that you are on the right track is when you extend the ball at the peak of its height and touch it. If you hit the ball while it's on its way down, it will be difficult for you to generate significant power on your serve. Another important thing to remember is that your throw should start on the right side of your body. When players start their shot from their left side, they tend to shovel their shot almost like a sneaky softball field. Hold the ball on the right side of your body to start throwing the ball. While you may want to skim over this detail of your serve, try not to cheat yourself and pay adequate attention to this critical element. Tip 6. Hit the ball the right way. Hitting the ball correctly is just as important as proper posture and grip. This is where the actual performance is determined. It is very natural to think that if you tense your muscles and just hit as hard as you can, the serve will be powerful. Well, that's not entirely true. Even though you can do it with tense muscles and reach a certain speed, serving this way is not ideal. When you allow your body to stretch in this way, it comes from relaxing your muscles. You need to change this mindset and withdraw from the league of players who serve incorrectly and reach the zenith of their speed too early. If you're a beginner, you might want to think that stretching is only for professionals. Now, it may seem a bit much, but it's what you can achieve through practice. As you practice, you will understand how the body creates a whip effect when you shoot back to achieve the maximum clubhead speed. Tip 7. Keep your left arm up after the toss. Players usually throw the ball up and then immediately drop their left arm, but this can mess up the mechanics of your serve movement. Try to keep your left arm up after throwing the ball in the air and don't lower it until your racket has almost touched the ball. This may seem unnatural at first, but in reality, you're just holding your left arm up a few milliseconds longer than before. This helps stabilize your body position and brings more consistency to your serve motion. Tip 8. Add a little hop to your serve. Adding a light bounce to your serve will help you get on the ball better and deliver more power on your punch. Your feet should be close together when you bend your knees to prepare for the jump. Lean slightly into the serve when you jump, as this will give you a better angle when swinging to make contact. Tip 9. Optimize your footwork. To improve your footwork while playing tennis, start by practicing your footwork exercises without a racket. Once you've done the footwork, you can add your racket. If you feel more comfortable with footwork, you can increase your speed. When you hit the ball, be sure to move your feet so you're always in a position to hit the ball. If you don't move your feet, you won't be able to hit the ball properly. Tip 10. Use pronation. This isn't the easiest technique to master, but it can make a huge difference when it comes to adding power to your serve. Practice pronating your wrist downwards when it comes into contact with the ball. That doesn't mean you should break your wrist when hitting the ball. It simply means that your wrist should be pronated downwards on contact. The tennis serve is a fairly demanding stroke that requires precise timing and good hand-eye coordination. A great serve is cultivated primarily through hours of practice. Just remember to be patient with yourself and apply these tips consistently to make your serve one of the most reliable elements of your tennis game. Soon, you'll notice yourself improving with your serve. So, let's wind up the video here. Hopefully, you'll find these tips useful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.